Hello and welcome to this breakout training session. I'm Brian Gardner, the Director of Field Development and Training for Noni by New Age. I'm here with Greg Tedrow, one of our top IPCs from the United States.
Hey Brian, how you doing?
Doing great. How are you, Greg?
I'm great. I'm happy to be here.
Great. We're both super excited to help you take what you've already learned about the new Tahitian Noni wellness shots and use it to start sharing, selling, and introducing new customers to Tahitian Noni.
That's right. These shots make it easier than ever to introduce new people to the benefits of Tahitian Noni. Today, Brian and I are going to walk you through the Tahitian Noni wellness shots selling system. Now, I haven't seen anything this cool in a really long time, and I've been in IPC for a really long time. But this is really, Brian, this is really going to be a game changer.
Oh, I agree, Greg. Now, before we jump into the system, let me ask you a question. Why do we even need a system? I mean, these are amazing products. Why don't we just go out and sell them? Based on your experience in the direct selling industry, what does having a system do for the average IPC?
Okay, that's a really good question. And the answer to that is we as IPCs, we're always looking for a really simple, good system. And this system is great. It's going to teach us to do 3 things to promote duplication in our business. And I'll go through these right now. First, it creates unity and it gets everyone on the same page. It's way easier to build when you're all working together and you're all moving in the same direction. Second, it shows the new or the less involved or those IPCs that don't quite sure know what to do, it shows them exactly what it is they need to do to be successful. It removes the guesswork and the unknown. And this is critical because when you first sign up a new IPC, they're really excited, they're really engaged, they can see themselves building their business, they just might not know what they're doing. And as your sponsor, you're going to be asked what exactly it is they're supposed to do. So now you have an answer. What do I do now is the question, and this is the answer.
Great.
Finally, promoting this system will increase building volume and activity in your business, and that means more customers, more IPCs, and ultimately more commissions. So the saying, a rising tide lifts all boats, you're aware of that saying? This is exactly what that is. This duplicatable system will create a rising tide in your business that lifts everyone's business.
That's awesome, and that's exactly what we're all looking for, right? You know, a way to build a business that not only helps us change our lives, but also the lives of our customers and business partners as well. And I think that's what makes this system so great, is that everybody wins. The customer gets amazing products that improve their health, and IPCs get a simple and effective way to help their business builders and build a business while helping others. Greg, do you want to give us a quick overview of the system, and then we can jump into the details?
I'd love to, sure. So the system follows a 3-step process. Step 1 is upgrade. This is where you get your Tahitian Noni wellness shots at a really good price. Step 2 is share. This step is about having conversations and sharing Noni shots with your prospects. And step 3 is to sell. Finally, after prospects have tried shots, you're going to invite them for a full Noni experience. Invite them to try one of the customer entry packs. This gives them all that they need to feel the amazing benefits of Tahitian Noni for themselves.
Awesome, thanks, Greg. So let's jump right into step number 1, and that's upgrade. Now we know that step number 2 is to actually share these products, but we've got to get our hands on them first. So this is where the Tahitian Noni wellness shot upgrade comes into play. Now, the vast majority of our business building IPCs order 1 case of Tahitian Noni Original a month for their personal consumption. Wouldn't you say, Greg?
I totally agree. Yep. Or that a case of Max.
Right, perfect. Noni Original or Max. So that case of Noni Original or Max is the foundation and is for personal use. To that, we're going to upgrade with 1 box of Tahitian Noni wellness shots that are not for personal use, but are for sharing and finding new customers. So step 1 in the system is for IPCs and their organizations to upgrade their monthly order from 1 case of Tahitian Noni Original or Max with a box of Tahitian Noni wellness shots.
This is perfect. So as you keep getting your auto ship of Noni Juice or Max to support your foundational health, you'll be getting a built-in building pack of 10 shots of the Tahitian Noni wellness shots. It's so convenient, it's so simple, and it's really a great deal. So let's have a look at the numbers.
Okay.
1 case of Tahitian Noni in the US is $130. Add the upgrade, it's only $150. So for just $20 more, you get a box of 10 Tahitian Noni wellness shots. Those shots are normally $34, so you're saving $14 right off the top. And then you consider your personal rebate and the savings on shipping by sending it with your auto ship. It's pretty much a no-brainer.
We can do the same thing with Max. It's normally $165 in the United States. Adding the upgrade, it comes out to $185. So you get the shots for $20 and save $14. You also have access to personal rebate on the box of shots and the shipping savings.
Yeah, amazing. So really, this is such an incredible deal. Okay, so we just covered step one. Upgrade your monthly auto shipments to Tahitian Noni Original or Max, plus 1 box of shots. You'll get your juice for foundational health, and then you get 10 more shots to share with, to build your business with.
Great. Now let me ask you, Greg, this is a great pack for business builders. Most everyone participating in this event is a leader in their organization. As one of those leaders, how would you go about getting your organization on board with the Tahitian Noni Wellness upgrade?
Okay, so this is a very good question. I'm going to do a few things. First, I'm going to get the word out about these upgrades. The corporate offices, Brian, you and your guys will do the best you can to promote these, but that's not going to be enough. We in the field need to hear, our organizations need to hear from us directly. So the IPCs in our groups, they signed up because they trust us and they follow us and they get information from the corporate offices, but we have to show by example what we're doing. The second is I got to show my group how valuable this pack is. Some IPCs that are a little price sensitive are going to look at the extra $20 and be hesitant, but they're not going to be hesitant if they truly understand the value and the potential revenue these shots represent. And finally, like I said, lead by example again. I show how easy this system is by doing it, and I show how easy this system can be duplicated by building a successful business and growing my organization. So I said earlier, when we work together and we work as a unified team, we create synergy that builds successful organizations, and that's what we all want.
Exactly. Those are great tips, Greg. Thank you. So now that we've upgraded and have our monthly supply of Tahitian Noni Wellness shots, we're ready to move on to step number 2 of the system. And step 2 is share. This is where you use those 10 shots each month and have 10 conversations with potential customers. Now, these conversations don't need to be long. They don't need to be complicated. The beautiful thing about the Tahitian Noni Wellness shots is that they're benefit-focused and benefit-driven. This makes talking about them, Greg, super, super easy. The original shot improves your overall health. The immunity shot boosts your immune system. The focus shot helps you focus, and the sleep shot helps you sleep. It doesn't get much easier than that, right? It's pretty straightforward. Do you know anyone, Greg, who wouldn't benefit from one of those things?
That's a pretty good question, Brian, and I think we all know the answer to that. Let's be real. Everyone can benefit from at least one of these shots. These shots are so well formulated, so designed so well. They were so smart when they put these together because they address universal needs, and that's what makes these shots so easy to share. So let me share real quickly, if you don't mind, some tips that I found that really work when we are talking about Noni with our prospects. With your permission, if that's okay.
Of course.
We as IPCs know, and those of us that have been in the business for a really long time, realize that our prospects are more interested in our story. They're more interested in how Noni improves our lives. They don't want a big long list of scientific facts. They want to hear about why it's important to me first. So I encourage all of us in the field to keep that in mind when we start having conversations about these wellness shots. And then when you're having conversations, clearly you want to listen really closely to what your prospects are telling you, because they're telling you what their needs are. And then you can match one of these shots to address directly one of their needs. So you're listening to what their health concerns are. Do they struggle to sleep? Do they want to improve their immune system? I mean, who doesn't want to do that right now? Are they looking for extra energy and focus in the afternoon? I know certainly I'm going to be loving those focus shots for me. Are they looking for additional income, and or is it one or some or all of the above? When you're having these conversations, you identify in your mind what those needs are, and then you give a 1 or 2 sentence recommendation. for the shot that meets their needs best. And then, you can also include a little bit about what Noni is good for overall. And finally, the call to action at the end, you invite them to try. So I want to role play real quick. Do you want to?
Sure, let's
so
do
it
it,
could go
yeah.
something like this. It's you've just been telling me about all of your needs, and let's say you're struggling with sleep, and I could respond by simply saying, Brian, I too actually have had problems sleeping in the past, and it didn't affect me in a good way, clearly, like you've described with me. And then I started taking this, drinking this Tahitian Noni sleep wellness shot, and it changed everything. And I sleep better, and I wake up, and I'm better rested. And I'd really, it really changed my life. In fact, I've got one right here. Do you want to try it?
Of course, love to. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty simple, Greg. I mean, I think I could even have a few conversations like that every
It's
month.
just really natural. Yeah.
Now, that was pretty simple, but if you need a little bit more help to have these conversations and share the shots, we've created some amazing sales tools that will be available at the end of this event. First, we have this beautiful product training guide. This walks you through each of the shots and gives you a concise and compelling overview for each shot. When you're in doubt about what to say about one of the shots, this product guide is where you should go. Next, we've created sizzle and science videos for each of the shots. These videos are short, engaging, and really make it easy to share the benefits of these shots. You can share them on social media, send them in an email or text message, or even share them in a meeting. They're versatile and make it really easy to talk about the shots. And finally, we've created the social media training guide to help you talk about and share the shots on social media. This guide contains links to all the social media assets we've created for the shots and even gives you suggested content for your posts. All you have to do is download the asset, customize the pre-written message, and share. It's a great tool for you to get more comfortable talking about the shots on social media. Once you've started sharing your shots, you're ready to move on to step number 3, sell. Now, Greg, this is where people really get hung up a little bit and aren't sure what to do. So we've made it very, very simple by creating 2 customer packs with everything they need to have a great experience with Tahitian Noni.
And I want to say thank you to you guys for putting it together like this, because this really is going to simplify it for both IPCs and for customers that we're talking to. So we have the 2 packs. The first one is called the monthly value pack, and the second one's called the give it a shot pack. The monthly value pack is the higher price pack, but it gives customers the best value. This is the one I recommend to my team. And it's for customers who are already sold and are ready to go all in improving their health. The pack comes with 2 bottles of Tahitian Noni Original for their foundational health and 3 boxes of the shots for daily use. So customers get a nice product discount on the pack, and it's a really good value. They can mix and match the shots. I usually recommend getting 3 of the 4 different varieties, or they can just do all the same if they have a specific need they're trying to address. That works really, really well too. The second pack is called the Give It a Shot pack. This is a lower entry point pack, and it comes with 2 bottles of Tahitian Noni juice and just 10 shots in a box. This is the pack for customers who want to try Noni but aren't ready to go all in yet. The lower price point makes it more attractive, but it still gives plenty of Noni for them to address their needs and to see some significant results. So the customer gets a month's supply of Tahitian Noni Original for their foundational health and a box of 10 shots to target a specific need that they might have. The pack comes with a significant discount, and they can choose which shot they'd like to add on.
That's great. And whichever pack they choose, they're going to have a great experience and see great results, right?
Absolutely.
Now, speaking of results, Greg, let's talk a little bit about results they can see in their business from following this system. We're asking you guys to have at least 10 conversations and share 10 shots each month. Greg, do you think it's reasonable to say that you could sell one of these customer packs to 3 of those 10 people every month?
Yeah, I think so. We're IPCs. We're in this not to just build customers, but to develop and build a network and a strong organization. So 3 out of 10 I think is a very achievable goal. Especially as you have these conversations, you're gaining more and more experience. You're having conversations every day. Your success rate will for sure go up as you do this.
That's great. So let's do a little bit of math. Did you bring a calculator?
I was told there'd be no math. No, I got one up here.
Okay,
As long as you keep it easy,
perfect.
I'll follow you.
Perfect. All right, let's assume that you sell 3 monthly value packs in a month at retail price. So for this example, let's talk about North America pricing. All the other markets will be very similar. That would result in $117 in retail commissions and $75 in customer residual commissions in a month. So what does that come out to?
So that comes out to $192.
Okay, perfect. That more than covers your cost of the monthly upgrade pack, right?
Yeah, that's a pretty big deal. Yeah, that's good.
Great. So in just 1 month, you've already made your money back. How many businesses pull a profit in their first month that you can think of?
Not many.
Not many, right? Now let's run the math for the rest of the year. I hope you're ready to do a little more calculating here.
Yeah.
If you sell 3 monthly packs every month and retain your customers as you go, by the end of the year, you're looking at almost $15,000 in commissions and 36 new customers and potential business partners.
Yeah, that's yeah, I think we're going to be pretty happy with that. And that's a perfect case scenario, but even half that, I mean, we're going to be happy with that too. And by the way, thank you for calculating that one for me.
Yeah, no problem.
But that's, let's take into account all of our personal efforts when we do this. And that was a very big number, and it's important. But where the magic really kicks in is when you start imagining duplication kicking into your organization. Just imagine what would happen if, say, 10% of your organization followed, let's say my organization followed my example and did the exact same thing. My business would grow faster than it ever has. Let's go further and say 20% committed to do this system and to have the conversations and share these shots. Our businesses would literally just explode. So as you can tell, I'm pretty sold on this. This system can really create hyper growth in our businesses. It creates focus, activity, excitement, momentum, and it gives our team a common goal to strive for. And just think with me for a second about how different your business could be 1 year from now if you and your business partners embraced this system and commit to doing just 3 customer packs a month. Which new title could you hit? How many people could you help on their way to financial freedom? How many lives could you change through improved health and wellness? And that's what we're all about. Your potential here is limited by you and your efforts and the efforts of your team. So let's create an action plan. Let's set goals on how many people to talk to a day. And let's get 3 packs sold a month and see how far this can go.
Yeah, the potential really is unlimited here, Greg, with this system. So we've received a few questions about the system that I would love for you, drawing on your years of experience, to help me answer.
Yeah, sure, as long as they're easy.
We'll throw you some softballs.
All right, thank you.
The first question is, how do you know which customer pack you should offer?
Okay, so for me, I always offer the bigger pack, the value pack first. It's easier to go down from there. The more noni we get into our customers' hands, traditionally, I mean, over 20 years I've been doing noni, the more noni they get, the better. But if you're feeling some price resistance to that bigger pack, I would go for the less expensive, give it a shot pack. Both packs have enough noni to ensure a really good, positive noni experience. And the other thing is, we have to remember there's a 100% money back guarantee. That's huge when you're selling a pack to a first-time customer. There's no risk at all, and there's so much upside for better health.
That's great. So they really can't go wrong, whichever one they decide to promote.
Can't go wrong.
Right? Now, the next question is about implementing the system in your team. The question is, how do I get my team to follow the system?
Okay, so this one I've touched on earlier a little bit, but you have to lead by example. If I'm leading my team, I got to show them how I'm doing it. And I start that by upgrading my monthly auto ship to include the 10 wellness shot packs, or the 10 shots in the pack. And then, just as kind of an aside, we have a special event bundle here for GBS specifically. If we get that too, then we can flood our entire group, those that want to work with shots, and get them going, get them hitting the ground running, and work the system. So I work it in my own business, and I encourage those to work it in theirs too. And I actually challenged everyone in my group to have at least 2 conversations a day. And that might be a little too much for some, but 2 a day, I think we can get three packs sold a month. The potential for this is just huge. It's really big.
Great.
And one more thing, don't forget to share your testimonials of success. Like as a business builder, and a trainer from my group, I share with them exactly what's working, what's not, and I show them there's something really to be excited about, that there's building going on, and there creates a little bit of fear of loss, like what am I doing that I'm missing out on? So it gets people engaged.
Yeah, great. Thanks. Those are great tips, Greg. Now, the last question, then I'll let you off the hook here, is about converting those customers into business partners. How do I approach my customers that buy shop packs about the business opportunity?
All right. So this is really where we as IPCs earn our money, so to speak. A lot of IPCs and a lot of people are scared to have this conversation because they feel like they're selling something to them. And I really think that we're looking at that the wrong way. What we're doing is we're sharing something with them that's going to improve their life. Now, some customers will want to jump in right away. They'll see that there's a business opportunity, and they'll jump right in, and they'll want to participate in the business opportunity. But some customers will only want to join after they really experience Noni and they fully know themselves that Noni is going to improve their health. I get both, and it's great. I make sure to explain how simple it is for them to get their Noni for free. And then I ask them, and this is partly how simple it is, you have these shots. So you're thinking about who can you think of that can benefit from Noni as well. You're not selling them anything yet. You're just giving them a Tahitian Noni wellness shot. And then you could also remind them what you just did with them is exactly what you're going to ask them to do with their list of customers that they've come up with on their own.
I love that.
And that's it. All that's left is to help them make a list of those customers, show them your commitment to help them with that list and support them, stay in contact with them, talk to them often, expect challenges and setbacks. Everyone has their own timing, but just don't give up. Practice makes perfect on this. Honestly, these shots and this system makes sharing Noni easier than the entire time I've ever been an IPC at Noni by New Age, and I've been in for over 20 years. Brian, our businesses are going to explode. This is amazing.
That's great. So thank you so much for your insight, Greg. It's been great to hear from your vast experience. And thank you all for participating. We're so excited to launch this new system and excited to see what you can accomplish with it. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Brian, and goodbye, everybody.